Good morning, y'all. I hope you can hear me. I'm trying this new Bluetooth out. Anyway, man, it's a beautiful day. Today's principle that is, what's on my mind today is something that I've been thinking about for a while, and it's like a mixture of things, but there are things that I've really been dealing with it's something that I think I'm picking up, and it's a pretty powerful theory, and it really has to do with people around you on your journey, and it has to do with going for your greatness and being misunderstood. Good morning, Martin. Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining me. And really, essentially, here it is. When you go for your own greatness, when you go for what it is that you believe you want to do with your life, obviously you're going to have people, you're going to get pushback, you're going to get friction, you're going to be misunderstood. But the thing is, there are a few reasons why that need to be like really looked into, because it can be a really painful thing for people that you love not to understand you, not to support you, and not to go after not to have your back. Hey, good morning, Caleb. And so it really deserves some deep thought and some real introspection, because you got to ask yourself, are these people not believing in me because of me? Are these people not believing in me because they know me? And the reality is, maybe they know things about you that could impede your success, but that's completely irrelevant, because the whole entire journey is about what you're going to become, not what you are. The whole journey is about who you're going to be, how much stronger you're going to be by the time you get to the mountaintop, not who you are before you start working out. It's not what the journey's about. That's what the journey's moving you away from. So obviously, from their point of view, they can only comprehend and see what's now, but not what they can only see sight. They can't see vision. They can't see your vision. So you can't hold that against them. But also, you've got to understand that the people around you in your world, we don't see life as it is. We don't see reality as it is. Remember yesterday I talked about the tree. What is a tree? Oh, it's just a tree. No, it's this amazing thing that supports human life and probably the lives of millions of other different creatures. And I mean, if you broke a tree down to a cellular or subatomic level, it's absolutely, it's profound. So, but we call it a tree, right? So, because we see the world as we are, and we're not that deep as a species, so we just call it a tree, and we go and mind our business, we take it for granted, whatever, right? The people in your world have a classification for you. They have a nice place where you need to fit. And so when you move out of that box, it doesn't fit anymore. And so as a consequence of their own real them and where they're at and what brings them comfort and what brings them that homeostasis and normalness in life, when you threaten to change or remove that, you're naturally going to get pushback. You're naturally going to run into friction. And that has so much more to do with them than it does to do with you. And that's what you need to understand, is when you're trying to explain to somebody who you are, what you're doing, why you're doing what you're doing, your heart, all these things, and you realize that they're just not gonna believe you. They just don't believe you. They don't believe in you. They're not taking you seriously. And between you and God that you're doing the right thing. Between you and God that your heart's right and you're doing what you got to do. That's when you have to take a step back. You need to take what they're saying. You need to consider it. You need to stay aware and look out for, is this person, this pushback, and is this person's lack of belief in me legitimate or not? Yeah, I see it, I know it, but I've got to believe in myself, and I got to do what I got to do, and God will reveal it to me on the journey and on the path. You have to take that advice and that person. You have to understand that, look, we don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are, and what I'm doing is something that they don't really know what to do with in so many words. Do you see what I'm saying? It's something that they're going to have their opinion on, and you take everyone's opinion, you take it into consideration, and then you keep on moving like an eagle that gets the pushback of the wind but rises higher as a result. and you set yourself up so that so that your environment is more conducive to your own empowerment and to foster what it is you're going after. And you are essentially vindicated on the journey as you continue, no matter what. You've just got to realize that people's judgments of you have more to do with them than they ever have to do with you. They have more to do with the way that what you're doing and who you're being makes them feel, and what they need to do and what they need to say to react to that in order to be in a good place in their own mind and with their own insecurities and with their own issues, than it actually has to do with you 99% of the time. With that having been said, still take into consideration all the information everyone's giving you all the time, because that's always important. Hey, what's up, Hernandez? What's up, Mario? Good to see you, man. Good morning, good morning. So, and the other thing is, if you're doing something that's new, that's like something that the world hasn't seen before, or something that the people that you're around aren't used to or don't believe in, you're inevitably going to get nothing but pushback, because the world's never seen it. It's you. It's unique. No one's going to know what to do with that. You know what I mean? And so when you have the understanding that people are just trying to classify and understand things in a way that helps them feel normal, feel good, feel higher levels of self-esteem, and have power over situations, then you can sit there in a conversation with someone who doesn't understand you, doesn't believe in what you're doing, and you can understand that, like, you know what? Their lack of belief probably has more to do with the way they're feeling about me taking a step of faith, about me actually being a crab that's like, I'm going to get out of this bucket, has more to do with them looking at me and me being like, I'm going to be different, I'm going to do it this way, and how insecure, or how all the other feelings that could come with it actually makes them feel. And then you can really realize that, like, you can actually find, if you're really high level emotion person, if you're on some high level stuff, you can find some compassion for them. And you can be like, yeah, no, I totally get it. I understand where you're coming from, and I'm going to do my best. And if it's right, it's going to be right. And if it's not, it's not. And you can actually have some compassion for them, that maybe they're not believing in you because they're not in a strong enough place to take on the responsibility of what it would really mean if you guys are peers, but you're going for more and they're not. I hope that made sense to you. That's essentially it, Just remember that people that don't understand you, people that try and assassinate your character, people that come at you like that, 9 times out of 10, not 9 times, like 10 times out of 10, unless you know you're wrong, they are projecting their own insecurities on you. So, any rate, but take into consideration everything they say. Nonetheless, hey, what's up, Timothy, man? I'm just getting off, bro. But good to see you. Thanks for joining. I love you guys. If you guys know anybody who could use this message, share it, tag them. Hope this encouraged you today. Keep on keeping on, y'all. You guys are doing awesome. Later.